Well, good morning to you guys that are on. How are you? Let me turn on some lights so it's not so dark in here. Notice that my there's darkness in my room here, so I am going to change that. I think we can turn on that light there. There we go. Good. All right, and setting my stream up as we speak, and make sure I can see the chats. Hey, Martin, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. It's never simple for sure. Right, and that, and just setting up a couple sounds that I'm going to be using here for this next cue for the movie. Okay. All right, good. That's good. And I'm going to move that over there so I can see a little bit. Hi, Miranda. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. I am well, thank you very much. Thanks for asking. And I think I'm about ready. I believe. Yep, that's good. Okay, so today I am, like I said, I'm doing well. I'm going to put this chat over here so I can see it and not have to look this way. But I am getting ready to, let me just refresh this. There we go. I'll put that right there so I can see that. And all right. So here we are. Happy Wednesday. Today, if you notice right here, I had to put a picture. And the reason I had to put a picture here is I need to hide. I'm running the film right here so I can see it, but you can't. So that's why this thing is right here. This thing right here. Anyways, so what's happening is we're building toward the end of the movie now, and there is, according to the count, there's about 15 minutes left of film before we get into the credits. And so that's what I'm working on today is the build up to the finale of the film. So today there will be a lot of underscore because there's a lot of important dialogue that's going on that I don't want to overshadow. But my goal today is to make sure that I provide the intensity of the moment that's going on. So I'll do that with a lot of underscore, and and I'm not sure how long I'm going to stream. I'm going to try to get a lot done today because I'm really close to the end. We're building to some key elements, and I may break the stream up into two sections today. I may, and because what I'm wondering is there's either going to be two long cues at the end, or there's going to be three little bit shorter cues, but I think they all have to kind of tie together because of the story and the action and what's going on right now in the film. So this cue I'm working on, I'm guessing, is probably 34 to, right now I have it as about a 5 minute cue, so to speak. So there'll be a lot of underscore, which means there's not a lot of like melody or anything like that going on quite yet. I'm gonna sneak in some oboe, sorry, English horn, and maybe a few other things. I'm not sure. I'll have to kind of watch and see how we do. So we'll figure out how many melodic instruments we need in this section before I submit it over to Director Martin for his approval. So that being said, that's where I'm at right now. Hey, Andrew, good to see you. Thanks for joining. I'm going to try to stay up on the chat while I'm scoring, but I'm glad that you joined. Thank you, Andrew. And I've already kind of laid down a bed for this section. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to listen through, and I'm going to turn my mic off because I'm going to be running dialogue. You won't hear the dialogue, but you'll hear what's happening so far in the underscore. So I'm going to watch that, and then we'll start adding the next layer. So here we go. Okay, so the underscore is pretty good and it goes on for a while. So I'm starting to see, hey Joe, good to see you. Welcome. Good morning. It's always good to see you. I'm glad you're joining us and thanks for all your support. I appreciate it. Um, so right now I can already see that there's a few kind of downers that I would like to add in key elements of the dialogue. And then I think in here I do have room for an English horn. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the downers, which are, and I will show you what they are. They are way down here. I have all my tracks exposed, so to speak, and which means that there are 3,152 tracks exposed. So I do have to scroll a bit to get where I need to go. And this is where I need to go, right here. Okay, so this would be a downer. Okay, now I don't know if you can see what's going on here, but what I'm doing is I am controlling the amount of envelope, so to speak, that opens. Because if I don't use this mod wheel at the end, if you see that mod wheel there, if I don't do that, it sounds like this. Oh, it's saving. Sorry. I have autosave on here due to my high paranoia of not wanting to lose all my work. Okay, there we go. Okay. I have lost audio. Why did I lose audio? Let me see what's going on here. Why are you doing that? I must have done something during the save. I see you there, but I don't hear you. Interesting. Okay, I do hear you there, but I don't hear the downer. Okay, those are Brahms, which we don't want. Okay, there we go. So that's a downer without me controlling the opening of the mod wheel. And what the mod wheel does is it's a filter that allows no high frequencies. You know, the amount of high frequency I let in is based on how much I open, which, you know, if I leave it really closed, all you hear is kind of a muffled, that's what you hear. But if I want to go full bore, but these are subtle parts. So what I'm trying to do is create this, or maybe not that one. Yeah, that one. So I'm going to play in key sections here. I'm fast forwarding the film and looking for an interaction. So I'm going to grab that interaction here real quick. Okay, those are the subtle things I want to add. I wanted to add during that section. Perfect. I'm going to leave that as is. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to add a melodic component, which will be the English horn. And I'm just going to play it. I'm going to watch it. I know what's going on already in the film, so and I can anticipate. Hey, John, good to see you. Um, I can anticipate what's coming up. So for the most part, I can pretty much lay this on the fly, which I'm going to do. So I will start the cue at the beginning. This is a 5-minute cue. I don't know if I'll go the whole 5 minutes. Let me just make sure that I am good to go. Okay, and then just a brief explanation on what's going on here is you will see, I don't know why my phone has oh, there we go. It has not froze. It was just me being a zombie. Uh, so these, you'll see 4 sliders up here. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. So each one of them controls a different aspect of certain instruments. Some use all 4, some use 3, some just 2. On this particular one, there are 3 involved here, and it's expression and volume. So you can see with my expression down, which is this fader here, you have a softer attack, it's quieter, and this is just the overall volume. That's the English horn without vibrato. Now this is my vibrato control, and the more I push it up, the more I crossfade or fade into a vibrato performance. So if I use all 3, you'll get something like this. So it really gives you a lot of expression over a lot of instruments. Hey Gunter, good to see you from Austria. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you, a fellow musician. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna lay this English horn in this part. The reason why I'm choosing English horn is there is an amount of loneliness in what's going on with a particular character. So I can't go too much into that because it will reveal really what's going on. So, all right, so here we go. Enough of me talking, and let's play. I just need to verify a key real quick. Got it. All right, here we go. So you're seeing me start and stop everything because there are some, like the first time I overplayed over a dialogue and I was trying to sneak it in there, but it didn't need to be there. So I went back, I erased it, and I'm kind of coming in through the scene. And now there is a section that I missed that I could add another two note um, melody. I'm just trying to keep it real simple on this because there's enough visually happening. So that's where I'm at. Okay, I don't think I need any more English horn than that. I'm looking at the action here as I'm scrolling through. I'm looking at the movement, and the movement is definitely larger than the English horn. Hey, Rob, Music Man, good to see you. You need that mug, huh? You sure do, brother. If anybody needs it, you do. I hope you're well, man. Thanks for popping in. Uh, Sounds nice. Hope you can share those. I totally can. Just let me know. I can let you know what I'm using for the most part on this particular film. Just reach out anytime. You know how we are. We share stuff. So now things are escalating. So now I'd like probably I'm leaning toward some French horns, to be honest with you. And so I'd like to bring up the horns and see, because what I don't want to do, what you have to be careful of, at least for somebody like me that's been doing it a long time, is you don't want to go into um, something that's stereotypical. Like it would be easy to move into something that sounds like a cop drama, and that's not this film. So I'm gonna try to be careful, and I'm gonna try to explore what would work during this time. And again, this in this scene, this is not very. It's human, but it's not. I mean, this is very um, diabolical and very scary and otherworldly what's going on here. So that's what I'm looking to portray, but with a little bit of human element and not overwhelm what's going on here. So actually what may be really cool, and I don't know if I have it up here, and if I don't, I could pull it up. Let me look here. Where are you still here? Where are you, darling? I'm kind of thinking it would be good to hear some vocals in here, something that's just building toward the darkness. And I have a really nice vocal sound, and I'm not sure where I put it. I'm going to find it. Okay, here we go. I'll do a search. Okay, here we go. No, not that. Well, that's interesting. That's a possibility, but I don't think it's... So I'm looking at one particular sound here in all of this, and I don't see it. So I must have taken it off. So I'm going to go ahead and add that sound here because I think it's going to be crucial. And so I'm going to add an instrument. And this is going to go out of, I'm going to send it out of the choir. No, not that one. The other choir. Okay, Chelly. Where are you? Where are your vocals? It's important that it goes out the right output because all this has been laid out for specific sounds. Here we go. Ensembles long. Perfect. And so this is going to be demonic voices. Boo. Okay. Yep. Context 7. Good. All MIDI inputs. All right. So now I'm going to pull this up, and it's a very easy find all the way down here, called Voices of War, put out by Cinesamples. And I'm going to look for that. Where are the vocals? Vowel morph. Low words. I have whispers and I have low words. I'm going to try low words. And let's see what that sounds like. Oh, and let me save. Even though I have autosave on, I like to update the main file. And so I think these are the ones that are going to work. And I may need to map this. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Good. All right. So we're going to add these fellows into that section. All right, here we go. Okay, that was way too heavy at the end, so I'm going to go back. I liked everything I laid till then, but at the end it was too heavy. So I'm going to take that end section out. I think all I need is that middle section, and it needs to be as subtle as possible. So I'm going to erase that. So that's all that needs. So now I'm looking at this section that we're building to a surprise. So in that section over here, I'm going to mute the dialogue real quick. So they're having dialogue right here. That's why it dropped. And now we're building to a surprise. Okay, so right there is where we need to bring the men's back in. So those are going to come in leading up to the reveal, what we're getting ready to reveal in the film. So I'm going to record that. Okay, right there, another sound is going to take over. So I'm building to that. That's a very high tension section. Um, Very intense. Oh, by the way, I gotta remind you, or not remind you, sorry, recommend to you, you gotta see Hamilton on Disney Plus. It's one of the best things I've seen in a long time. And it's not, it's just a good show that's non, I didn't see any partisanship going left, right, middle, up, down. It was just a good show. I highly recommend it. It's not a family show because there are some issues there, but it's really good. I highly recommend it. Disney Plus. Okay, let me listen to that and see where I'm at. I feel like I want to add some more textural things in there, but I don't feel that they need to be orchestrated. I feel they need to be textural, so like non human. So I'm going to look here in a set of sounds and find some key things. It could be really cool to add a Brahms hit in one section. So I'm going to check that out. That's going to be right there. All right. All right, I'm going to turn this off for a minute because I need to hear the dialogue. I'm looking for just the right sound that will make all of us jump out of our seats. That's the one. All right. Hang on a minute, guys. That's just so good. It's so loud here, you guys. Wow, I'm gonna wake the dead here, just from the amount of volume from the surround. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna listen from the top to the bottom because I still feel like there's a few other things in there that I could add. Um, the thing I think that you're missing, and probably when you're listening to it without the dialogue, are these long sections of just pulsing and throbbing and different things like that that's happening in the underscore. But I don't want to crush dialogue, and there's a lot of dialogue going on there. So I'm going to look at this section where there is no dialogue and make sure I don't need anything in there. So hang on one sec. Yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna stick that in there. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, I love my job. All right. All right, so I'm going to save that, and I think that's good. So, oh, hey Pam, good to see you. Hey James, if you're still watching, good to see you, fellow musician extraordinaire. Um, I am going to listen to that whole cue, and this cue, all it will need after that is some subtle score underneath because it's a fight scene. And so in a fight scene, there's punches and body throws and grunts and all that stuff. And so if hey Mickey, good to see you, welcome. If I build too much, then we're going to lose the effect of the punches and the body throws and the grunts and the screams and everything else like that. So I'm going to have to subtly, but yet intensely underscore that section. So let me listen from there. I may grab the pulse and just kind of pulse underneath her. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so let me take a look at that. I think I could possibly do that. I'm going to lay a bed of that now and see how it works and then use the mod wheel to add some intensity, but yet leave enough room for the sound effects, which are not on the film yet. So I'm going to do that now. All right, perfect. All right, so that's just the underbed. So now it just sounds like we just laid a bunch of, the same. And that's true, but that's the underlying part. Now, um, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to add horns, and it's very exciting after this major fight where this woman completely, anyways, I'm not going to tell you, but she's BA. So she's pretty awesome to watch her fight. All right, so I'm going to listen to that cue, and I think it's done. And then I think I'll call the stream for this section, and I'll finish the cue offline, and then present it to Martin and get, thank you, Marlene. Appreciate it. Good to see you. I'll present it to the director and see if he approves it or says make some changes. And then I will continue on from there. But this may be just a continuous score all the way to the end. I mean, there's not a lot of breaks here. So I'm going to listen through, and you're welcome to listen, and then I'll see you on the other side. So this is about a 5-minute cue. Okay, so I think there's a few other things I need to add to it. But I think for the most part it's done. I see two spots that need to be enhanced going into that section, and Taya. I think am I pronouncing her name if you're still on, Martin? Taya? Yeah, Taya is an absolute beast. I loved watching her. She's killer. Um, in more ways than one. She is definitely a killer, but in a good way. She's a good killer. So, um, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and then once I'm done, I'll put it online so you can hear the final result once Martin approves. And once he approves, then I know we're good to go to push all the way to the end, and that's kind of the goal. Is we're on the home stretch now. So again, thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. I appreciate you so much. Glad to know you here on Facebook, and I will be running another stream soon for sure because there's more music to do. Until then, I will see you. Hey, Greg, good to see you. I'm signing off. I'm so glad you hopped on, but I'm gonna go finish this up, and then I think I'll be back on this afternoon if you guys are free. Jump on and join me. So have a great day until then, and even after then, have a great day. All right, bye, guys.